Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new National Party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.
If you think South St. George was shock and awe, well, St. David's ready to show them. This Sunday at the Bellevue Playing Field, Team NNP rolls in with the latest campaign stop. It's the official start of the incumbent run of MP Oliver Joseph as NNP brings the message of achievement and empowerment. Special addresses from eminent peer Peter David and Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, Grenada's most successful leader in history.
Move together, we jump in together now.
Plus top local artists with the rhythm of the campaign. It's this Sunday from 5 p.m. at Bellevue in St. David's.
Are you ready?
The people say NNP, better for St. David's, better for Grenada.
NNP, we move it.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choice. Between 2008 and 2013, 1,265 youth engaged with the GIAP. Between 2014 and 2017, 3,725 youth engaged with the Amani program, with a spend of over $190 million. So let's keep moving. Vote NNP. Vote competence. It's not really complicated. Elections are about choice. Between 2008 and 2013, $70 million was spent on scholarships for youth. Between 2014 and 2017, $185 million was spent on scholarships for youth. Vote NNP. Vote competence.
Building a stronger economy means all Grenadian workers benefit, those who work in the public service and those who work elsewhere. Now that the period of shared sacrifices is over, the benefits must be shared among every Grenadian. More money for house repair, more money to improve healthcare, more money for training, more money for education, and yes, more money for public servants. $55 million in various payments. We are the Grenadian family looking out for each other. And even as we fight for ourselves and our families, we always remember our neighbors. We forge ahead together.
We got to come together, learn to love your brother.
If you think South St. George was shock and awe, well, St. David's ready to show them. This Sunday at the Bellevue Playing Field, Team NNP rolls in with the latest campaign stop. It's the official start of the incumbent run of MP Oliver Joseph as NNP brings the message of achievement and empowerment. Special addresses from eminent peer Peter David and Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, Grenada's most successful leader in history.
Move together, we jump in together now.
Plus top local artists with the rhythm of the campaign. It's this Sunday from 5 p.m. at Bellevue in St. David's.
Are you ready?
The people say NNP, better for St. David's, better for Grenada.
NNP, we move it.
Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new National Party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.
Cock up your foot on the couch. Them other party don't know what they about. It's green, red choosing, let's keep moving. Progress is a must. We know how we are, but we don't know how we go get. Let we continue the progress. I'm telling you flat, without a doubt, NNP is the best. Let we continue the progress.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Grenadian rebirth is truly on its way. The delivery that we promised steadily continues. We will be expanded.
We know how we are, but we don't know how we go get. Let we continue the progress. I'm telling you flat, without a doubt, NNP is the best. Let we continue the progress. Dr. Kit is a key, so vote for the house. Soon as they get in, cock up your foot on the couch. Them other party don't know what they about. It's Greenwich choosing, let's keep moving. Progress is a must. We know how we are, but we don't know how we go get. Let we continue the progress. I'm telling you flat, without an out and NP is the best. Let we continue the progress. St. Andrew, let's keep moving. St. George, let's keep moving. St. David, let's keep moving. Deal with them Dr. Keys. St. Mark's, let's keep moving. St. John's, let's keep moving. St. Patrick, let's keep moving. Carrico pretty massive. I said, whoa, yeah. Alright, Grenada. Dr. Kids ready to move. Jelma Kids ready to move. Tincha Tobias ready to move. Mama Nicholas ready to move. Oliver ready to move. Anthony ready to move. Bowen, Emlyn, Yolan, Peter, Clarice, Alvin ready to move. We know how we are, but we don't know how we go get. Let we continue the progress. I'm telling you flat, without an out and NP is the best. Let we continue the progress. St. Andrew, let's keep moving. St. George, let's keep moving. St. David, let's keep moving. Deal with them Dr. Keys. St. Mark's, let's keep moving. St. John's, let's keep moving. St. Patrick, let's keep moving.
All right, let's keep moving, huh?
I said,
Good morning, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Once again, it is time for...
Talk.
Yeah, you kind of fall into it this morning. You kind of get it one time, you understand? Let me see if you go continue getting it. We are live on 97.5 FM, City Sound FM, broadcasting out of River Road in St. George.
89.5 in Manjaloo.
You
Yeah.
can't remember the CRFM part.
Yeah, CRFM.
What? No, a lot of people might wonder, CRFM, that's community radio on a frequency modulated. Yeah, so it's community radio. Yeah, Campeche morning. And 92.9 out there on the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Petit Martinique.
And,
Yeah.
And in Brooklyn, 94.9 We Vibes Radio. Wait,
Yeah.
good morning.
Good morning, Lisa
New York.
Marie. My WhatsApp remains the same. Morning. Morning, Lisa. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Smile and let the dimple shine. Yeah, smile. Yeah. Hey, DJ Jack. Morning, DJ Jack. Yeah, morning. Yeah. All right, nice.
Hey.
I might send a friend of mine to check on you sometime soon. Yeah, I might send a friend of mine to check on you sometime soon. I ain't gonna say who, I ain't gonna say when, I ain't gonna say where, but I might send a friend of mine to check on you soon.
Good morning to the people of Carriacou. Good morning to the soon-to-be parliamentary representative of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, Kendra Matthew and Stewart.
Yeah, if I was
Good
certain
morning to you,
people,
my
maybe
dear.
but I ain't to go nomination day.
Yeah, and thing, but the treasury need money. The coffers of the government need money, so we take everything we could get. Good morning to Honorable Clarice Modest. How you doing this morning, ma'am?
Today is her launch. Yeah,
Does you know the everything and preparing?
Yeah, today's gonna be her launch. Let's say a special good morning to all of you out there in the constituency of St. Mark.
Oh, yeah.
Hope that you're having a wonderful morning this morning. All roads lead to Victoria, Heroes Square, a little later today. And you see, you have to understand the name of the place, the city there, the town is Victoria. In other words, it's a victorious place. Yes. It's for victorious people. That's why you see hurricanes and all of them coming
from over there and that kind of thing,
Yeah, hurricanes.
And the Romain and that kind of thing.
Don't get to happen. I love hurricanes, but I still a paradise, man.
Hurricane. Well, I mean, born in paradise, man.
I still a paradise, man.
You understand where we go?
Nah, me St. John Sports, hurricanes, all are we cool, but I still a paradise, man.
So, St. Mark's, Hero Square to be exact, we are coming.
Yeah.
We are coming to turn the place upside down.
So we come in to support a victorious lady in Victoria.
In Victoria.
On Heroes Square.
On Heroes Square.
Yeah, so we're going to Heroes Square. She's a hero.
Oh, yes.
Because she's done a lot for the constituency of St. Mark in her term as parliamentary representative. Yep. You're seeing the rebuilding of that daycare center.
Undefeated.
Yeah, undefeated, and will continue to be undefeated.
Yes.
But to ensure the victory, we have to make sure that we're registered. Yeah, we can't be part of the victory. Yeah, people of Victoria, you can't be part of the victory If you're not registered,
Yeah,
remember
important.
today is now, yesterday we told you it's 1 day less. Now you have 24 hours less to get registered. Yeah, 24 hours less to get registered. 1 day less, another week less. By the time tomorrow hits, it's going to be 1 week less for you to get registered. You've got to get yourselves registered. Somebody calling already. Let me see who's this person calling. Let me check and see who's this person calling. We ain't saying nothing much.
Good morning and welcome.
And how are the two gentlemen this morning?
Good morning to you, my dear.
That's a voice that all radios in Grenada know.
Beautiful boys, that, eh? Never
Good
forget.
morning, ma'am.
Before you start to scrape up bench inside there and carry on, I say let me call you early. And yes, Hero Square is going to be the place this Saturday, in spite of the fact that what's going to be taking place there with the launch. There is a health walk, an Independence National Health Walk. I sent you the ad. Check your Hard Talk email so that you can promote it, because you know we have to be healthy. You know, if we want to live long and dance big, we have to ensure that we remain healthy. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
You see the Prime Minister does lead the way in that, huh? In gym every day.
The is going to leave the lands at 2:30 on Saturday and head into Hero Square. You see, you talk about Hero Square, so I got the crew to call you.
Okay.
And it's going to happen, the end of the walk will take place there. We're going to be having 2 trucks with music on the road, water for the folks who will be walking. When we get up to Victoria, that is when we're going to have a grand time, because we're going to have food out there on sale. You know, St. Mark's is known for a lot of good food.
Yeah, they've got the food fest.
And oil down and the works, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're inviting the whole of the nation to come out and be part of that health walk from the Lansing Grove to Hero Square, St. Mark. Don't forget, huh?
Yes, ma'am. So you having big truck and thing?
Hello?
Is Devon behaving?
This Devon ain't behaving. The one in St. Mark ain't behaving. None of them Devon behaving really, you know.
You see, around this time, around this kind of season, we just get an itch. So we can't behave. And we
But
can't.
before I go, you remember that ad with the old man saying that he's going to be given $400?
Yeah, we go queue it up, Mr. Technical Man. We go queue up that ad.
Well, let me tell you something now. I met a fella the other day who was the one that created the ad for etc. etc. And the fella tell me that the man know he lying, about that $400. Anyway, have a nice day.
Yes, my
Talk
dear.
to you all soon.
Take care.
Bye.
We see you on the health walk.
We, Papa.
Wow.
I ain't taking part in that one. Now you see me, I even know the man.
We moving.
All agree and tell me
Moving.
PEO Grenada.org. That's where you can go to check the voters list. PEO Grenada, like Parliamentary Electoral Office, Grenada.org. That's where you go to check the voters list. But remember, we're heading to Hero Square later. Let's just give you a little touch on it.
Patriots all. Call them. Presenting Dr. Clarice Modeste. The champion of St. Mark returns for your endorsement to continue the work she has started on your behalf. The next chapter for St. Mark begins Thursday when the new National Party team goes to Hero Square in Victoria for her grand endorsement. Go out there and call somebody. The special endorsement constituency meeting starts at 6 p.m. Also presenting all the NNP heavy hitters and more election insights from Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell. And Dr. Clarice Modeste will outline her vision for the parish for the next term. See you all on Thursday night at Hero Square in Victoria. The people say NNP, better for St. Mark, better for Grenada. Move it. Yes, we move it.
I think we should pull up the team song there. Pull up.
Yeah. Pull up the thing.
Pull up the team song.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see if I can get that in. Let me see. Where's the thing? Yeah.
I know who I voted for. NNP I voted for. Tell me who you voted for.
Yeah, we know we're voting for him.
Sure on that.
NNP we voted for.
Oh, is this now somebody calling on the overseas line already? While we do up the phone line,
Let's
yes.
keep moving. From St. Martin to Hero Square.
Let's go to the overseas line. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Devon and Senator Scott, yesterday I called, but I had one more thing I wanted to add, and as I heard Miss Wells, long time I had that in my mind to talk about. You know those, is Mr. Pradham still alive?
I believe he is.
Yes, he is.
Okay,
I'm not sure if he's on island though.
Well, it would be very nice if we could have get him, maybe for the younger folks to see that we still have one of those guys around, and Mr. White, you know, to bring maybe into the celebration so they could say a word and give a little word of advice and you know, talk a little history from where we came from. I think it would be nice to have them before he go his way, because I think he's the only old standing guy there, he and Winston White. I don't think we have nobody else.
No, we have others, man. We have Miss Nadia Benjamin, who was a cabinet minister.
Oh,
we
yes.
have Mr.
Yes,
Right,
okay.
I could walk out from the office here now and drag into the studio Mr. Ashton Frame, who was a parliamentary secretary under the
No,
Sir
I'm
Eric
talking
Matthew
about
Gary.
those really who was into the government.
Well, a parliamentary secretary. In other words, he was a government minister. So
Oh,
I'm speaking
okay,
of Mr.
all right.
Ashton Frame, who was a member of the government of Sir Eric Matthew Gary, who also accompanied Sir Eric Matthew Gary to the United Nations. So I could step out the studio now and drag him inside inside here, just in the next building. So there are quite a few that are still around. One of the persons that I think we need to.
About the idea, maybe at some point in time,
I think it would.
I know they have all the programs set, but it would be nice to incorporate them.
I think one of the issues.
Because a lot of them young people don't know what we went through. I was in school at that time.
Okay, what I would say is this. I think the issue here might be a health issue, if he is able and capable to leave home. Because I'm not even sure if he's on
Mr.
island.
Pradham?
Yeah. I'm not sure he's on island at this time anyway. Yeah. All right, my dear.
Just that Miss Wells is listening, maybe she could think about it.
Okay.
All right.
And Miss Berry, I think she's still on here up in the States.
Yeah, Mrs. Gary is still alive as well, but I'm not sure as to her situation as well, if she would be able to travel and be. I would love for her to be here and be part of independence celebration, especially.
Oh, yes, we could look into it.
Especially in 2019, when you would be celebrating 45 years. So you're hitting that landmark area there, 45 years as an independent nation. It would have been wonderful to have different persons like them down at that landmark as well.
Yeah, well, we might do would be around next year, but since they're alive, you know, maybe we could use them.
Yeah.
It's just a suggestion.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, my dear.
Wonderful suggestion.
Okay, one more thing, and please think about what I said with Mr. Oh God, Duncan. If you could play two tips, let us backtrack us here what this man of all person, you know, to say on the progress of the country.
I'll secure it, no problem.
Yeah, thank you, Sheldon.
All right, my dear.
Right, take care.
Okay, bye.
All right. Before we end up going to the phone lines again, we talk with thing, eh? Nice. Right, yeah.
Right.
Right, good. Yeah, because I realized some people got upset with myself and Devon because we expose people for who and what they are. Why are you upset with us? Yeah?
Continue.
Why are you? I could tell you where I will be later, and I will be in St. Mark. I'll be in Hero Square. If you're upset with me, you have an opportunity to come there and tell me face to face. I'll be there in St. Mark. If you love what I'm saying, you have the opportunity to come and tell me in St. Mark. If you don't like what I'm saying, you have the opportunity to come and tell me in St. Mark. Also, I can tell you that on Sunday, I'll be in Bellevue, in St. David, celebrating and putting in place to run once again.
Honorable.
Yep, that's the man himself, eh?
Joseph.
Yeah, man. Let's touch that one.
If you think South St. George was shock and awe, well, St. David's ready to show them. This Sunday at the Bellevue Playing Field, Team NNP rolls in with the latest campaign stop. It's the official start of the incumbent run of MP Oliver Joseph as NNP brings the message of achievement and empowerment. Special addresses from Emmeline Pear, Peter David, and Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, Grenada's most successful leader in history.
Move together, we jump in together now.
Plus top local artists with the rhythm of the campaign. It's this Sunday from 5 p.m. at Bellevue in St. David's.
Are you ready?
The people say NNP, better for St. David's, better for Grenada.
Move it. NNP, we move it.
be a voting for? Tell me who you voted for.
Hey, Devon, we also have to tell the folks about a wonderful program that's being done by the youth arm of the new National Party. That takes place on a Saturday morning. It starts from 10 a.m. until 12. It's on 91.5?
Yeah, I think
91.9, 91.5. Yeah, we're hoping to get it onto 89.5 as well. Yeah? So, Campeche, we had to have a chat. Nice, yeah.
Definitely.
So we definitely had to have a chat.
And,
so we're looking to get it there as well. And the new frequency actually should be up right now, but I am not sure that we have sent the signal to it yet. So the new frequency should be up.
Also, too, last night, wonderful program, Prime Minister Mitchell and the young people.
Yeah, and some very, very well put forward questions and so by the various young people. So that was held at the National Stadium yesterday. And Prime Minister Dr. Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, he fielded questions. It's the first time something of this nature has been done with the Prime Minister. And in political circles anyway, in Grenada, that you have the situation where he's fielding questions from young people in the audience, but he's also fielding questions from youth online as well. So young persons could have gotten online. Many of you, let me say this, many of you may not have gotten your question through, but what we're going to try to do now is get those questions and have Prime Minister respond to you via his Facebook page. Yeah, for those of you that sent in your questions and your questions were not read out during the program, don't feel left out and don't believe that your questions are ignored. We've taken note of those questions, and what the Youth Arm together with Prime Minister is going to do is they will respond to you individually via his Facebook page. Yeah? So you'd see the messages from him in relation to those individual things coming from his Facebook page. Yeah. But it has been extremely wonderful, and he had questions from youth not only here in Grenada, but young Grenadians overseas as well. A lot of young Grenadians overseas, they also sent in their questions and so to Prime Minister, whether it was about the economy, whether it's about agriculture, whether it's about education, community development, healthcare. So there were many questions that were asked of the Prime Minister. What I think we'll do, though, is that we will replay that meeting last night. I'm wondering if we should replay it. Technical, I think we should replay it at the end of the program today. Could we play it at the end of the program? You have the video there to replay online as well? Or we could make it, the 4 hours ain't go over the time, no? Should be okay? All right, okay. So, yeah, so we're going to replay that at the end of the program today. We will replay the audio via the Hard Talk network. No, not 97.5. They have to go off. They have their own programming. 89.5. Yeah, 89.5, you'll hear it there. 92.9, we ain't too sure. You might get it, you mightn't get it, according to what we'd have lined up. And on, as well as on in Carrico 92.9, we'll replaying that. All right? Yeah.
So you'll still get an opportunity to listen, to hear, because Sheldon, I think it was a wonderful interaction with the Prime Minister to see how you interact with the young people. Very honest, open. And so, and that is what, I mean, I viewed it on 1000, and the way how he looked at them in, straight, direct, and say what it is. The young people appreciated that. They appreciate that candidness, that openness, that honesty by the Prime Minister.
So let me ask a question with that in context. Does it mean that all those young people there last night were, excuse me, needy and greedy?
Well, I really, when you put it that way, I would say you have seen young people with vision, young people who want to continue, right, the way this government is going, because they are seeing a future, right? Yes, they are in need, and that is why they are seeking the help and the advice of our elder statesman, Prime Minister Keith Mitchell. You see? So, yes, they have needs. Definitely. And I would say, yes, they are greedy. They are hungry to gain the knowledge, the experience to keep moving.
I greedy. I want all 15 seats.
Well, I mean, that is unmistakable.
It is possible, but it's only possible if one, you get registered, and two, you go out and vote. Yeah? So you need to register and you need to go out and vote. And let me ask a question. Which one are you willing to give up your constituency?
Yes. Tell me. Which one?
Are you so willing to give up your constituency that you're going to take the approach on the day of election that we win already?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go out and vote. I don't have to bother.
I can relax.
We're going to win.
Yeah. Stay home. Don't go to work. Don't go and vote.
You know,
stay home and cook.
Some people took that approach back in 2003.
Ooh.
There were many, and we're going to hold on the phone calls. We'll come to you all eventually. Yeah. There are many persons who took that approach in 2003. They took the we win already attitude. And the we win already attitude caused the new National Party to move from 15 seats down to 8. And 1 seat by the slimmest of margins, 6 votes.
6 votes.
Yeah? That was the we win already attitude.
Yep.
So all of UNO who out there about we win already, I don't have to go and vote. Or you don't need my vote, or you win already. Yes, we need your vote.
We need all the votes. We greedy.
You win on the night of elections when the votes are counted and you have more than the next person.
Yes.
That is when you win. Not before. Not a day before. Yes, the possibility is there to win. But you don't win until you win. So the possibility is there. It can happen. But it can only happen if you do what is necessary.
Register.
Yeah.
And go out and vote on election day.
Get your friends, your family, your workmates, your associates, your
children,
customers.
Your husband, your wives.
You have the local shop.
Brenda.
People come into the shop. People come in and do their hair by Brenda. People go in different place. Get them registered as well. Let them know the importance of getting registered and voting. Because here's what.
Very important.
The clear and present danger, and this is something that the NDC wants you all to fall into. They want you all to believe now, yes, NNP winning, NNP winning, NNP winning. So they are going to lull you into a false sense of security. Yes, I said false sense of security. That you would think that you don't have to work as hard as you worked in 2013. Let me tell you something. You have to work harder than you work in 2013. NNPites, lovers of freedom.
Yes.
You have to work harder
lovers of
than
progress.
you worked in 2013. 2013 was joke. This time you have to work harder.
Much
because
harder.
The clear and present danger is that if you continue with the attitude that we win already, we take in everything and we win already, that you may not find it necessary. And don't worry, I keep asking NDC a question that they're just refusing to answer. Yeah, there's several questions I throw out and they will never answer, you know. And you can ask them these questions when you hear them on programs and so on. The different people who are putting themselves forward. Forget the rest of them, none issues. But the various people who put themselves forward as candidates on behalf of the NDC, anytime they're on TV or radio, or any forum you can find them, ask them this question. Is it the intention of the National Democratic Congress to disrupt election day proceedings in polling divisions where they see that the new National Party will win? That they know the NNP go in and win polling box A, so that they're going to have a set of people in the line to tie up the line who don't belong there, and then do like they didn't know, that they are going to do things like block space in the line by people who don't belong there, that they are going to do different things in the polling station.
Be vigilant.
Within the law, within the law, or bordering on illegal, that they are going to do these things in polling stations on the polling days, in different constituencies where they believe the new National Party will win a polling division, that they are going to do these things to disrupt the election day proceedings and frustrate you, the voter who doesn't carry the same mindset as them, to get you to leave the line. I'm asking them that question and I would love them to answer. Yeah? Is it the intention of the National Democratic Congress to disrupt proceedings on election day? Yeah? I would love one of them to answer that question.
Oh, yeah.
Love one of them. And we keep hearing this nonsense about sharing out TV and fridge and radio and thing.
And
let me tell you, let's just explain the psychology behind this thing. They are hoping that they could get some voters vexed with the government. Voters who are already in their mind going to vote for the new National Party, they want you to get vexed with the new National Party government. And the reason they're doing that is they're saying these things. But here's a challenge to them. Present to me, Sheldon Scott, I'm saying it, I'm putting an open challenge on radio and online today that they can copy and repeat. This is an open challenge to you all. Present to me one person who has been receiving things like TV and fridge.
And couch.
And couch. TV and fridge and couch.
And fridge, yeah.
Using taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
Give me an example of one. And I will personally refund the government of Grenada for that. Yeah, even if it's up to $10,000, I personally will pay it. Present one person who the NNP, using taxpayer money, go and buy fridge and TV and stove and so forth. Present one. I'll even give the person a $5,000 on top of that. Present that one person with evidence. Don't just call a name and say so and so in this village. No. Dine walking. Present the person. Present evidence that they have received these items from the government of Grenada, taxpayer money. Present one. I will repay the government of Grenada. Yeah?
And I'll go better.
And I will even add a $5,000 for the person personally. Cash. No check, no nothing. Cash in the hand.
I'll go better. I'll narrow it down. Anybody in St. John's, the parish of St. John's.
I'm not narrowing it. Yeah. I'm not narrowing it. Island-wide. Anywhere from Point Saline to Madame Pierre. Anyone that could find one person. One. My name is Sheldon Scott. I live at Frequency St. George. I'm on Hard Talk. One person that was given TV and fridge and bed and think the reason they're saying these things, and I can make that challenge because I know they can't. I'm saying this because I know their intention is to frustrate some other people to say, well, I didn't get, how come other people get? Now, over the Christmas time, you had the courts van, people get new TV, people get new fridge because the economic situation improved, so they were able to buy the little TV, buy the little fridge, get the little stuff and so on. So a neighbor would have seen somebody, they collect the TV, they collect the fridge, they collect the stove, they collect the this, they collect the that. So they may think now, oh, is NNP that give the person, not understanding that is the person that spend their own money for it. For instance, I have a car, and there are some NDC people that meet you. Don't worry. As soon as we come in office, we come in for the car, we come in for the keys. No, NNP didn't give me the car. The government of Grenada didn't give me the car. The car doesn't belong to the government of Grenada. I went through the bank and purchased my own vehicle. But the perception is that you're coming and government give you a car. So that is the taxpayer's car. No, it's mine. I still paying for it. It's mine. I pay for it. As the same way they've seen some people receive the fridge, receive the stove, receive the different thing, that they went and organized in courts or with one of the vans that go around and they organize and they get a TV or the fridge and so on. And they are spreading that lie around, trying to get one, because that's the desperation. They know these things are lies, but they're spreading it around because they want to give the impression now that NNP have a pile of money to campaign. So if you don't get bribe, if you don't get pay, don't take nothing from them. Yeah? If you don't go and vote for them, if you don't get bribe, don't go and vote for them. If you don't get bribe, that's what they want you to think. They continually repeat. And Senator, the Honorable, let me take out the Honorable part, but Senator Nazimberg should be ashamed to be going on any program and talking about $100 million loan authorization. It says loan authorization. It authorizes the government to borrow if there is a need to borrow. It does not mean that the government of Grenada has $100 million holding. And it's intellectual dishonesty and bold-faced lies by Senator Burke to watch the Grenadian people and try to convince them otherwise. He lying. He's lying to your face. No respect for you as an individual. No respect for the average Grenadian's intelligence. The man knows it's a budget loan authorization. It does not mean that the government has $100 million. It does not mean that the government borrow $100 million. It doesn't even mean that the government will borrow $100 million. It means that if there is a need, in other words, if there's a natural disaster and you have to find $20 million to redo some houses in a particular area or to do a wall or so, you have already been authorized to borrow that money, but to find a suitable source. It says it in the bill that you must borrow it at the best rates possible. Yeah? It doesn't say that the government of Grenada now have $100 million to just spend and campaign and do all sorts of things. That is a lie, and Senator Burke knows better. Senator Burke looks at the Grenadian people and tells them that Camahorn Park sell, and he knows he's lying. A lie is a conscious distortion of the truth. When you know what you're saying is not true, and you repeat it to people to convince them that it is true, that is a lie. And that's what Senator Burke has been doing from the political platform, on television programs, on radio programs. He keeps repeating that Camahorn Park is sold. Even going so far as to tell the people come back for their money. That's how far he went. But he knows that he is lying.
Perhaps he had the money to give them.
But the man, the Prime Minister of the country, on you on that here.
But perhaps the man, if he calling them to take on, give them back, perhaps he had the money to give them.
But here's this. Now, if land changes hands, there will be documentation of such.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So you can go into the lands registry there. You can find out that the land has been transferred from person A to person B. Yeah. Now I understand that there are elements in the NDC that are in the process of forging documents. Go ahead and put out for anybody. Put out any forged documents on their Facebook page. Royal Grenada Police Force, arrest them. Arrest them. So there are persons within that organization in the process of creating fake documents to put out, to give the impression, and here's when they want to do it. They said they're going to do it in the last week just before the election, so that by the time the rumor spread, NNP wouldn't have time to respond to it. So they're going to create a fake document and put it out saying that the NNP has transferred that land now to a next person. I'm telling you all now because I know what they're planning. Yeah, I know what they're planning. We have our information. I want them to deny these things, you know. I really want them go and deny it. Seriously, I want them denied.
You know, one of the things that they're doing too with the whole question of the loan authorization that Parliament has given the Minister of Finance, they are trying to link that authorization to a loan that was sought after for perhaps more than a year, right, by the Grenada government from the Chinese to do the refurbishment of the airport. They are trying to link the two of them together, right, and make people believe that, look, they go into Parliament and they borrowing $100 million and they building airport. Even Senator Burke is saying that.
But here's the thing.
So
if
dishonest.
Senator Burke was in Parliament, like he's supposed to be spending his time in Parliament instead of gallivanting.
Yeah.
If they were in Parliament, as they were supposed to be, did not the bill pass in Parliament? The bill was passed in the Senate.
Oh, yes, it was passed.
These individuals know that this document was there, and they know what the document is for, and they know it's in keeping in line with the documentation that was put forward before that restricts the government from spending money willy-nilly. Not because an election campaign is coming up means that the NNP government could just take money and spend crazy. Yeah, other than that, you'd just go now and you just buy how much shipment bitumen out from Trinidad and you just repave every road in Grenada one time. You put out about 100 gangs and you just redo every road in Grenada one time. And you do all these sort of things.
That would have been nice.
Well, exactly, but government is restricted by law from doing these kind of things.
Not just by conscience, but by law.
Yeah, right? That you have to do things in the proper manner.
And that is what the NNP government has been doing. Putting things in place for the government to run correctly. We have no room for errors or unnecessary errors. Yeah, mistakes will be made as we move along, but we move forward, we keep moving, right? Because the future ahead of this country is so important, and we cannot afford to not get registered, not go and vote, right? And some people hoping to get into office.
But it's the lies of the NDC. And folks, these are lies. These are deceitful group of individuals that head the NDC. The rank and file members, the people selling in the market, that kind of thing. They might see them with the NDC ban on and think they are brothers and sisters. Love them.
Definitely.
And that kind of thing. And I'm even saying to love the members of the NDC executive who lying to you too. Love them. Care for them. Pray for them.
Pray for them.
Because we are all Grenadians.
Ask for forgiveness for them.
But understand that they lie. And they lying bad too.
It must be established that they are lying.
Yeah?
It has to be.
When we say Nazim Burke is an LLL, a lazy lying leader, it's not just that we don't like the man and we're saying something about him.
That's not true at all.
It is based on his own actions.
Utterance.
It is based on what members of his own organization have been saying about him. Imagine this gentleman, if you could call him that. This person came forward and said that that he doesn't know about the what do you call it again? The $400.
The $400.
Let me see if we could find that clip there.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a beautiful bean footage there. The man saying that he don't know about that. He don't know about the $400 that he can't recall about that. Let me see. He have no recollection of that. Yeah, he doesn't recollect a lot of things.
Words like those always used to deceive people.
Let's play what he said, and then we'll play the NDC ad from when he was PRO of the party. So let's replay what he said on Beyond the Headlines on GBN. Beyond the Headlines. This was Monday, the 15th of January, 2018. We're going to play what Nazim Victor Burke said when he was asked about the $1,000 for Imani and the $400 for the elderly. Let's hear what he had to say.
Can you make a promise to help the vulnerable when the month up to give $400? Or you make a promise, go house to house, and that promise never succeed. So I would like to know if you in this election, what you will do for the vulnerable. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Well, let me say that I cannot recall any statement made during the 2008 campaign that we were going to give the Imani workers an increase of $10,000 to $1,000. Yeah. So I don't want to. I cannot speak to the issue because I've never heard that allegation. Now you speak of the $400. I think it's important to address that issue. I know that the comment was made by one of our persons at a rally. I cannot agree with you that this was said house to house going around. I really do not know that was happening at all, going around house to house saying that we'll give $400. It did not happen. But we moved from 100 to 200. And perhaps if time and circumstances permitted, we would have done more.
Yeah, he didn't know that they didn't go around, they didn't say that, they didn't anything. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
And he moved from 100 to 200. You lie.
He didn't know. Okay, he didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you lie, Senator Burke.
NDC campaign 2008, one of the ads that was on television.
Roll it out.
I work in the prison. I was a prison officer. Brother Tom Tillman and them say, what is $150? And when they get in power, they will make it $400.
Yeah, so we crazy. Right? Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Let's play it again.
That's an NDC
ad. He didn't know about that.
No, he didn't.
They didn't go around. They didn't say that. And he doesn't know they were going door to door and saying that. So no, maybe the TV ad only stay in he door.
Yeah. Right? And he was a PRO.
Yeah. He was a PRO, in charge of that. Yeah.
The architect of that.
But he don't recollect. He don't recollect.
Yeah. Can't remember.
Let's play it again.
Yeah.
I work in the prison. I was a prison officer. Brother Tom Tillman and them say, what is $150? And when they get in power, they will make it $400.
Yeah. But he don't know about that. And he was the public relation officer. He lie.
Big lie.
That is no forget and I didn't recollect. You lie.
Dishonesty.
You make a promise to the elderly of the country, and instead of putting up the money for them to the 400, what did you do? Yeah? You put it up by 50.
And you're still lying.
You're still lying and saying it was 100 and you bring it up to 200. So you're trying to make it look like you double it. Right? But anyway, all right, you raise it up by 50.
That was deliberate.
But you still come in and try to play like you never said that to the elderly people in your budget speech.
And you was never aware of
2009, you made the announcement that according to your campaign promise. So I had to remind you of what you say in your budget speech in 2009. In your budget speech of 2009, you made the announcement that you moved the payment from $150 to $200. You made that announcement and that it was in line with your manifesto promise. Mr. Burke, don't lie to Grenadians sooner, man.
Conveniently.
Yeah, amnesia, political amnesia.
Political amnesia.
Suffering from political amnesia.
And worse yet, he is watching the young people of this nation in their eyes and lie for them. Oh my God, Senator, you have to do better than that.
Imagine you have all those Imani trainees that went home, and this individual is saying to those Imani that wasn't sent home. Well, I don't know what happened to them. Maybe all of them people who was in the Imani program was crazy. Let me hear what this.
They was transferred
The
home.
moderator already asked the question, but I don't think it was answered satisfactory to me. So I want to ask you the question. Senator Nazim, prior to 2008 campaign, I remember that you all campaigned and said that you were not going to send none of the Imanis home. Upon getting to office, you scrapped the program. Some came back, some did not come back. No, the economy is much harder. There is close to 3,000 Imanis in the program. I want you to tell me, why should we as Imanis trust you now, prior to 2008 when you send us home? Why should we now in 2018 trust you when the economic situation is much harder? Thank you.
Right. Now, let me say to you that, it would not be fair and it would not be correct to say that we send the Imanis home. There was a youth program in place. To suggest that we send the Imanis home is to make it sound as though we got rid of the program, we scrapped the program, and we had nothing in place. We created and put in place a youth empowerment program that had more people in the program than the Imani program itself, that had more components to the program than the Imani program itself. For example, under the youth empowerment program, students, young persons like yourself, were able to do CXC subjects as part of the Imani training of the youth empowerment program and have the government pay for those courses. That is now not part of the Imani program. So to say that we send them home is simply, not exact. It is not precise, because we really did not scrap youth empowerment. We really did not scrap youth apprenticeship. We would admit that there was a change in the name. We would admit that it was not called the Imani program, but there was a youth empowerment program in place that has many more components, in fact, than we now have.
Again, more lies, because many of you listening outside there, you were Imani trainees, innit? Many of you were Imani trainees, many of you were there, and were told as of the 31st of December 2008, you're going home.
Teacher,
every one of you, every man, Jack and his brother. It took until the ending of January into February for them to call back the one or two that they called back at the hospital.
Necessity.
And they were not under an Imani program because the Imani program had been closed down, shut down. The staff had been sent home. So those persons, they found some means of paying them, and they received the money afterwards until they reopened a new program back in late February or March of 2009. I'm trying to get the exact dates because I remember it was launched in Carriacou mid-March 2009. So I'm trying to remember if it was launched the week before or a few weeks before in on mainland Grenada. But they can't fool nobody with that. You're going to tell the 2,000 young people that they are crazy, they don't know what they're saying. That's what you're trying to tell them. But the facts are the facts, In fact, listen to this.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choice. Between 2008 and 2013, $70 million was spent on scholarships for youth. Between 2014 and 2017, $185 million was spent on scholarships for youth. Vote NNP. Vote competence.
You can't beat the facts, as we say. The new National Party, Hard Talk, Devon Romain, Sheldon Scott. We deal with facts. We don't deal with fiction and fantasy.
We had no time for that.
Because it seems as though Mr. Burke is still living in a fantasy world. Because he can't remember that they sent home all those young people at the end. December 31st was the exact date that was given as their last day. December 31st. The staff received letters. Imani trainees received letters as well. Some didn't collect it, some get it. They called someone, they couldn't get some. Some of them, the letters maybe still sit down in the ministry.
So why you have to come and lie?
They were told they're going home. They were sent home at the end of 2008. He is saying, he's trying to make it look like they started a program parallel to the Imani. So before they send home everybody, they started the Youth Upliftment Program.
And that's a lie.
And then the Youth Upliftment Program was going on, and then the Imani transitioned into that. Yeah. That is not true. That is a lie. You're lying. It's not true. It is fantasy. It is fiction. It is not truthful. It is not reality. And the young people who lived it and suffered because of it, they are still there and waiting to wet their finger.
But that's a deliberate thing that Mr. Burke is doing.
Because instead of himself and Mr. Patrick Simmons, who made that statement on the 22nd of July 2008 at the Grenada Trade Center that he would not send them home, instead of they approach the young people now and say, we are sorry, we made a mistake, we acted in haste, we were only looking at politics and not at your betterment. Instead of them doing that, they come in and try to lie to the young people and tell them what they know for a fact is not a fact. Trying to gaslight them.
It's so hard to say you're sorry. What is so difficult, right? To tell your child, as you rightly said, I'm sorry.
Mr. Buck, you lie. And you know, even worse than that, in that piece as well, he speaks about that program where they were paying for people to do their subjects. There was a program under the NDC administration where they were paying for people who were involved in the Imani program, not the Imani, the GIAP program, to go and do their subjects. So you have 2 or 3 subjects. They would encourage you to go and do additional subject and so, and the government of Grenada was paying for these people to do it. The first year, yes, you had a high percentage rate. After that, the percentage rate of people that were writing the exams after being given money to go and do the exams and people that actually passed the exams fell so low that the NDC administration, the same Nazim Victor Burke of wherever he live in, the same Victor Nazim Burke who is presently the leader of the NDC, his government stopped that program, not the NNP. When we came in, that program wasn't existing. When I asked the people who were in the ministry, in charge of the ministry, what took place with that program, the response was, many of the people were collecting money and not going to the classes. The program was a failure. And that wasn't generally because of the trainees and the people who were there. It was because of the supervision that was lacking from the ministry.
Exactly.
So you had taxpayer money being spent for people to go and do subjects, a noble gesture. When something good, I say any good, it was a noble gesture. But you had, for instance, people who were saying that they're going to classes at one of the institutions and so they're going and do maths classes and English classes. And for months, they never showed up there. They're leaving home to go there, but they never showed up there. There was in other places, and the results of the other places in some instances came 9 months later, but they never reached to the classes. And taxpayer money was paying for that. You had instances where people went to do the exams after missing most of the classes and so, and failed. So you had quite a, yes, there were 1 or 2 people that pass. Of course, in everything you'll have the 1 or 2 people that take this thing seriously and understand it's taxpayer money that was being used there. But the program was a failure and the program was ended before 2013. Who was in government in 2011 and 2012?
Who was the finance minister?
And they want to blame the new National Party for that? Mr. Burke, you lie!
Continue. But you know, you know what disturbs me a lot, Sheldon?
Oh, I don't think we have program tomorrow, you know. Just remembering, I think there's a parliament sitting tomorrow.
Okay.
So just a programming note, because I had hoped to have Honorable Oliver Joseph on tomorrow. I do not think we may have hard talk tomorrow, but you can tune in for Parliament. Yeah, there's a sitting of Parliament tomorrow. Parliament still open. It ain't prorogue. It open. You remember when you was talking election and date announcing last time? You was wondering what going on at Parliament? Yeah. Now you know it have a Parliament sitting tomorrow. We could open Parliament. We had to worry about no vote and no confidence and all this kind of stupidness. No. Parliament tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what disturbs me a lot too? When I look at V. Nazimburg on a platform, he's an imitator. And I'll tell you why. He stands on a platform. And those of you who know what I'm talking about, I mean, don't afraid to say it. He is trying to imitate the late Morris Bishop in his comments. Look at him carefully. Look at him. Look at his words. Listen to his tone. The way how he puts out. He is an imitator. Boss, you got to find your own. Right? Stop trying to imitate people and lie for people. You see, all of that is part of his whole, thing too.
Sometimes when Burke saying this sort of stupidness, that's the only time I does miss being in the Senate,
Yeah,
because if I was in the Senate and he only opened his mouth and say what he just say on those radio programs, I was shoving it right back down his throat.
He's a fake. That's
it
what
would
he is.
have to be removed from the Hansard. I am telling you, there's no way I would have sit in the Senate and he get away with making them kind of statement. He didn't make it in the Senate, but there's no way he'd get away with making those kind of statements in the Senate. And I sit down there.
But he hit and run. That's all they do in the Senate, you know. They were just hitting and run.
When he did?
Hitting and run. That's why the police is charging him for a traffic violation.
Let me go on to the bouncing people poodle hunting. Anyway, let's go. Poor poodle.
Poor poodle. You understand?
Yeah.
Poor poodle.
Let me see. Let's go on to the live and see what people are saying. They're just now. It's 11 o'clock, so we'll take your phone calls in a short while. Depot, tell you behave. You're getting on too much.
Good morning, Depot.
Yeah. So it's the first gentleman or gentleman I see don't need a lie detector. No, you don't need no lie detector test. No
lie detector.
Yeah. Morning, guys. Okay, yes. We'd like to offer our condolences to the family of Alan Emmons out there. I know him in Happy Hill. They call him Bullet Head. Yeah, we'd like to offer our condolences to his family, the Emmons family, and so. My good partner, always used to be there, all rallies, all activity, everything. They're usually there with us. So, yeah, Bullet Head. Yeah, brother man, we know how it goes. All right. Hey, Malika, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Terry. How are you doing, Terry? No, not that Terry. I'm talking about another. It's a female Terry I'm talking about, not that Terry.
Yeah, female right. Terry.
Yeah. Bigger, morning. Kalish, Kendon, Brittany, Tati, Zingo. Watch all you. Okay, I song from Zingo there, but we ain't go bust the song yet. I feel that song is a Monday program.
Hold. Pull up. Yeah. Hey, good morning to all the vendors of the St. George's, the Grenville, the Soteres, Victoria Market Square, Guave, wherever you are. The vendors out there continue to ply the trade and supply fresh fruits for the nation's people.
You know? All right. Also on the live there, seeing NNP Oliver asking, Sheldon, I have one question. Is Nazimburg the only candidate for the NDC? I'm not hearing anything about anyone else in the NDC except Andal, who vexed with Nazim and Claudia to want political leader. Well, that's true. You've seen national promotions on the National Democratic Congress. Have you ever seen any one of them on Little Ali? Have you seen any on I can't remember the guy in Karaku name because believe me, so inconsequential to the entire political discourse. But anyhow,
some
whatever, yeah.
Certain and something.
But anyhow, the guy in Karaku, have you seen him, the NDC, spend the $8,000 that it does spend when they go in and invade YouTube and so that when you're watching it, Granny says she sit down watching she little African and thing. And she's seeing this thing. Next thing she's seen a man with a dog. She's seen a girl with a child. She's seen buck cutting planasin bush. Bush that high again and need planasin. So anyhow,
in the senior citizens program.
Poor lolly people.
You understand?
Yeah, but you see, Junior, morning. But the only person that the NDC is promoting is Nazim Burke. That's the only person they're promoting.
Yes.
Their promotions are focused around their leader, and there's a reason for that. We're going to play it for you in a while, but there's a reason. But their leader is the only one that they're promoting.
I wonder why.
And the others, you saw anything come out with Patrick Simmons? I mean, you could talk for the new National Party. We have things up. Everybody that's been endorsed thus far, you've seen promos running with them. You see it before and after Hard Talk. If you go on channel 1000, you're seeing it. Yeah, they're promos for everybody we've endorsed thus far. The one person UNC endorsed and thing put out on them is Dr. Mitchell. But you're sitting on everybody else so far. Yes, so NNP all the way, yes, it's true. Burke is like he's the only candidate for the NDC because that's the only one they're pushing and promoting. But he care about himself too, and care about the rest of them.
Yeah, well,
all he wants to know is he win his seat. Tell the rest of them.
That's just to tell you. And then you have another one, another lady. Well, I have to say lady. You understand? She's so disrespectful to the people of the tongue of St. George and to Grenada. And she wants to run to represent this nation. Yeah, talking about you, Miss Claudette Joseph.
Don't worry, we coming to her.
You understand?
We ain't forget her.
Mm-hmm.
We coming to Claudette in a little while.
Oh,
we'll finish up on Mr. Burke and then we coming to Miss Claudette. Yeah, needy and greedy. You know, needy and greedy. Yes. Yeah. Frederick was just telling us good morning. We have Chris there. We have Albert. Albert say time up and out with yellow lies. Yeah, but come on, man. 2,000 young people on an island are just 100,000 people or so. 2,000 young people were sent home. And you're telling those 2,000 young people that they're crazy. That all of them don't know what happened. That they were not told to go home on the 31st of December. That is what you're telling them that is untrue. You have thousands, tens of thousands of elderly people on this island who saw that ad. Some of them who voted when they saw that ad that they're getting the look of $400, they say, yes, if I vote, just I vote and again I $400 every month. They went and they vote. They stain their finger and they put the X next to your symbol. And you know what happened to them? They did not get it.
They regret.
And now you're trying to tell them that you never promised them that. That's what you're trying to tell them.
How deceitful.
That you didn't promise them that. Mallory, good morning. Kendon, Jillian jumping up and already. Jillian.
Yeah.
All right. Don't jump up too much. Next thing you go and fracture something. Linda Imelda Francois. Good morning to you. Hope you're having a wonderful day today.
Good morning, Cindy. No Direction Congress. Good morning.
Mm-hmm. You understand? Hey, let me say a special good morning and happy birthday to another Cindy Garfield. Yeah. Cindy.
Cindy Thomas.
Happy birthday to you. I can't sing happy birthday. I sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
But that is, I don't know why people always playing this thing. This is not a birthday tune. No. That is a thing talking about Martin Luther King birthday. So I don't understand why people always play this thing and singing this thing as a birthday. That is not a birthday tune.
Hey, happy birthday to you, lady.
Yeah.
Just, hey,
Terry.
Wow.
Hi, Terry.
Victory.
Nice, Terry. Yeah. Okay, Terry. Nice. Yes, and we'll start to take the phone calls for 40777 and the online number, the overseas number.
Yes.
We have one already?
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, Devon. Good morning, Sheldon.
Morning.
How you doing, my friend? All right.
Quite fine.
Sheldon, something just wrong with him. Alright? It is
something? You mean some things?
Something wrong with it? Alright? Because you know what I'm saying? They played the ad was in 2008 election. They played the ad with $400. Even the man that think that I know him, Mr. Peters. That man name was even taken from the list, right? And he's the one that champion for the $400. His name was taken out.
Well, boss, I don't know about that because I don't know the gentleman. If you know the gentleman person, I don't want you to repeat anything. Hold on, I don't want you to repeat something that you just hear somebody say. If you know the gentleman personally, and you know that happened, then you say it. Yeah. Because we're looking for any little thing right now to tie us up before the election. They would try to find that gentleman and say, look, the people lying on you, go and make a case.
I understand.
Yeah? Okay. So if you know that personally, you know the gentleman, and you know that that's the case, that is one thing. But we deal with facts here. So unless we could prove it, we ain't dealing with that. Yeah. Nice? Okay.
All right. Yes, sir. Even the Imani. Right? They promised the Imani $1,000. They say that what is $600? Nothing. They will give them people $1,000. They sell them all the Imani. All the Imani. How they coming back? Trying to tell them fully Imani again to vote for them. They will give them $1,000. The same thing that they did to the Imani after they win the 2008 election. If the Imani is so stupid to go back and vote for them, I don't think they're stupid because the young people greater, they're fully knowledgeable of, and they know who is the party that really cares about it and the one who looking out for the interest. Right? Election close by. So they want to come back with the same old strategy that they used in 2008 to fully the young people again. But the young people, they're knowledgeable enough and they know what NDC is trying to make them forget what they did to them. Right? And come back and promise the same thing to them. Again, look at what happened with Michael Church, Peter. right? Once they can see eye to eye with Peter and them and George and Joe Gilbert, what they did, they punished the people of St. Patrick Northwest, St. Patrick West. They punished the people of St. John. They punished the people of Tongue, even Glen Sherwood. Look at how they treat them. People who just work hard for NDC to reach where they reach. And look how they treat them, right? And what did they symbol? The heart. The heart. But Sheldon, something just don't right with these people and them. You see, when they don't care about people, and when they don't love people, and they only love themselves, they only see themselves, in me, myself, and I. That's who they see, right? But if you go into politics and you want to make great gain, you have to love people. You cannot want people to support you and you do the wrong thing. And I always, as a father, if you do something, anybody could correct you. See, just as the way you could correct your children, if mommy and daddy do something, the child will say, mommy, what did they do not right? There is no age limit for anyone to correct one. And Brother Sheldon, let's look at something again, with Nas again. Right? He spoke about the debt. And brother, anything that you do, okay, like if you go and take a loan in a bank, and once you're financing your debt, no financial institution will have a problem with you. Once you're financing your debt, no financial institution will have any problem with you. Only problem they will have, if you're financing that, you go back to take a debt. Right? And you're talking about again the loan authorization. You know why? You forget. Remember 6 months they close on Parliament? 6 months they close on Parliament. How was they getting money to spend? How was the NDC getting money to spend? They were spending illegal money because the Parliament closed on, but money was spending. Right? And Brother Sheldon, I want to say, these men, they know what they say, know the truth, but they just want people to follow the lie. But I always say, great people, you got to open eyes and know what is going on in the country. Don't let them tell you what is going on. Let us open our eyes and to hear and know the truth. Because the truth will set you free.
All right, my brother.
All right.
We have a call on the overseas line.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Devon.
Good morning to you, my brother.
Good morning, Sheldon.
Morning, sir.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Quite fine, sir. You go right ahead.
Yes, boss. Yeah, we go right ahead in the interest of time. Listen, I wanted to share a story that I had with Imani Walker in not Imani, whatever the name they had in 2013, just before the election.
Oh, the youth empowerment.
I can't remember the name. I can't recall the name, and I don't want to pronounce it wrong. But coming up from St. George's on the western side, and I stopped in. There was a bus right next to the gas station in Victoria. There, the bus pulled up there to drop off and some people, and I stopped behind the bus. It was myself alone in the vehicle, and I was on my way coming up. And the bus pulled out, and then I proceeded. And then it was the young lady there alone in the bus stop, and she flagged me down. I was like, well, the bus just pulled out. You know, why didn't she get on the bus? So I drove a little way, kind of hesitating, and then I reversed back and picked her up. So I picked her up. I said, well, why don't you take the bus? She didn't answer me. She came in and she said good afternoon. I said, why did you take the bus? You know, she kind of like brushed me off a little bit. And I asked the question again. I said, well, why don't you take the bus? And she said, I don't have no money to pay the bus. And she's well dressed. I told her, you don't have to pay the bus? I'll walk you from. She said,
boy,
yeah.
you're
said,
breaking
what type
up.
of work you doing? Then she told me she's in the program. I said, so you don't pay? And she told me, well, it's about 3 months now that she haven't paid. I said, so how you make it to work? Then she told me her father is in New York and he sometimes send money for her to go to work and stuff like that. But she's going and she get her money, she's not going back because they promised them they're going to give them the money. So I said, well, that is not right. I mean, you work getting paid. She said, no, everybody, they ain't getting paid and this and that. I'm listening her and I'm listening her. And we driving along. So I said, oh, well, you know, election come. What are you going to do about that? She said, me, I I ain't doing nothing now. I ain't going to vote. I said, let me ask you a question. Just like that, I said to her. Let me ask you a question. I said, if I was to hit you right now, what would you do? She looked me bold in the face and she said, start hitting you back. I said, well, that's what they're doing you. They've been hitting you all the time, and now you're getting a chance to hit them back through vote, and you won't do that? She came out of herself now, and she was like, I'm waiting for them. Let they come. Let election come. I don't have my ex prepared ready for Miss Clarice Modest, because that's the area she's from. I said, so why didn't you tell me from the beginning? Well, I didn't know who you were, so I didn't want to say anything. That was her reply to me. I said, no, you don't have to be afraid of who, because once you feel victimized and you feel that you're not being treated right, you don't have to hide, because they're already taking advantage of you. You don't have to hide to speak. Then she proceeded to tell me, well, he's part of this campaign team and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. She didn't know me, so she didn't want to say anything and this and that. And it goes to show that the way these people operate, because she was smart enough to know, because we know that's a part of victimization. So she was smart enough to know that she has to keep her thing under the law. I also want to give another interview with the I'm still forgetting, but the young people them. In 2013 or 2012, there was a young lady that went to Morocco. A group of them, a matter of fact. But there was one young lady in particular had a whole set of problems, had to come back and had to come through England, get hold up in England. You know, these young people would not forget these type of stories. And like you said earlier on, the best thing for the leader of NDC to do is apologize to the people. They probably might turn around and in the future give them a chance. But when you treat people like that and continue to insult their intelligence, I mean, no way, no how. Young people of today are too smart for that. You can't treat them like that and then come turn your face the other way and ask them to vote for you. They are not going to make that mistake. Young people of Grenada, you all corrected the mistake that was made in 2008. You corrected it in 2013. Let us continue to do the right things and impede the party for people. And we always continue to put people first. NDC is a party for himself.
All right, my brother.
My advice. Okay.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Yes, indeed. And we have a caller on the local line.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Devon and Sheldon. How you guys doing?
Quite fine.
Well, I have a different story, right? But I want to make it kind of short. I remember in my area of work, this guy came in and he was kind of vexed. And he was ramping and raving that he hit Kit Mitchell and he hit this and he hit that. So I listened to him talk. I said, brother, man, what's up? You hit somebody you never met. So what's the problem? He said, boy, I ain't good life for you, I'll tell you the real reason. He had this girl he used to hang around with, And, I mean, hang around with a girl. And then now she's talking about now she working. And she making herself a better woman and she ain't got time for him. And he vexed because while the young lady used to go and abuse and give a little money she had and she get a little work now, she training to be a better person, he vexed. So he vexed with Prime Minister Mitchell for making that young lady, under the money, a better person. Since then to now, I have convinced him, and he will be voting NNP for the next election. Praise God. Secondly, you hear the NDC people normally say, well, how they blaming Boxer? He wasn't Prime Minister. But during the last period, anytime I asked Prime Minister Tillman Thomas then a question, he referred to, he's going to get back, he's going to go ask Mr. Buck. So it seemed like Mr. Buck had all his responsibility. He wasn't holding the office of Prime Minister, but it seemed like he was running things. So if he was running things then he should be taking the blame for a lot of things that happened in the country then. So I'm talking to the NDC supporters out there. When you say that he was not Prime Minister, what do you really mean he was not Prime Minister? Because to me, if he had the responsibility, it seemed like he was running things then. So most of the problem we had back then seemed to be laid on his shoulder. And you could hear he came out openly, big man thing, and said you have no knowledge about that ad or was running. And that was a prominent ad. Most of our elderly citizens vote because of that ad. Some of them in their grave right now. And some people say old people drag bottom on Nazimburg. You know, they say old people drag bottom. Because why? That $400 that they voted for never materialized. Have a nice day, sir.
All right, my brother. And you see, they have a tendency to not remember ads and not remember things, you know.
Yeah, they don't remember. They can't recall.
An ad come out on me, they know nothing about it. It wasn't them. An ad come out with the same type of footage, the same procedure for promoting it online and so. Everything, as the ad that come out with Senator Burke, everything the same. They know nothing about it. That is not them. Them ain't do it. So as soon as something come out attacking the new National Party, and they're getting negative feedback on that, it's not them. They know.
They don't know at
Yeah,
all.
they
never
know.
They never can recall. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Devon. How are you?
Not too bad, my dear.
Good morning, Sheldon.
Morning.
I just want to make a point. I called Shaggy a couple of times earlier on this week, and I remember saying that Senator Burke is suffering from political amnesia. And I said that because I listened Senator Burke on Ride Along, and I listened to him on GBN Beyond the Headlines, and some of the statements he made, I also asked him a question, and he couldn't even respond. He didn't even answer my question, but I couldn't get back to ask him to let him know that he didn't answer my question, and I need an answer for my question. I tried to get you on Ride Along, but I couldn't. But Senator Burke was saying that, you know, that his deputy political leader made a statement stating that the Imani stipend would be increased. And Senator Burke said he doesn't know, he's not aware of that. Come on, this person is your deputy political leader. You're not aware that he's making such statement. He went on to say that during the 2008-13, the youth empowerment provided the youth to do CXC, and the Imani program somehow does not do that for the youths now. But the Imani program provides that and many more, because under the Imani program, you have hundreds of persons who've graduated with CVQ and NVQs. You understand? That was not under the Youth Empowerment Program. We have we offer small business, and we also do CCSLC. So now that, you know, the young persons can empower themselves, it's up to them. You can only bring the cattle to the well, they say, and can't make them drink the water. So it's up to the young people now. So I want to say to my fellow Imanis, you know, please take the opportunity. You know, look at compare what you had and what you have now. You understand? What are you going to do? Are you going to let go of something that you're sure that you have? Mr. Scott, hundreds of people under the Imani program have gained employment, permanent employment. There are no more Imanis. And if you listen to some of them, so where they were, and where they are today. Yeah, I want to say to our fellow Imanis, let us rally around the Right Honorable Dr. Kit Mitchell and the NNP party. We know what we have. We don't know what we go get. Thank you very much and have a blessed day.
All right, my dear.
Wonderful day, my dear.
Because I know later, I wonder, what are we doing later, boy? Later we will try a thing. Let me see.
Just now. We have a truck on the road. We have a truck on the road.
Yeah, we head in St. Mark.
Truck on the road. You better link me for a truck on the road. Hey? We have a truck on the road. We have a truck on the road.
Yeah, we have a truck on the road. We head in St. Mark later. We go in St. Mark later, boy.
Big truck.
Yeah.
From Samaritan come down, and from as low as Grand Roy.
Nah. Well, anyway, we taking it from Point.
Not Grand Roy.
People from Point Saline say they like
yes.
as well. Everybody going.
So we going further.
Everybody
Point Saline.
Yeah.
And we going further north. Sote's Town.
If you're going to the oil well and all.
We'll be going to the oil well and all. Good morning, Mr. Stanley Johnson. How you doing, boss? An old schoolmate of mine. So.
All right, 4407377. Yeah, but it's important for people to realize. Now, if in your political life you've made a mistake and you're willing to apologize for that mistake, it's one thing. But you can't look at 2,000 young people and try to tell the 2,000 young people, hey, all are crazy. We never sent you all home. Blah, blah, blah. You can't look at the 2,000 young people and try to convince them that they're crazy. You send them home. Say sorry. And get over with it. Yeah? But instead of doing that, they're trying to convince them that they're crazy.
Good morning and welcome.
Hey, good morning. I just want to give you a correction. Not Roy, it's Maran.
Maran, my
Polling
brother.
division number 1. That way I from.
Thank you.
Oh, unfortunately, I won't be there. That's Michelle, man. Bye.
All right, sir.
Michelle, man.
Somebody else go blow the horn for you. Somebody else go blow the horn for you.
Yeah, you know Michelle go be there.
Yeah, somebody else go blow the horn for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're telling you this because it is important. I mean, I've listened to Senator Burke speaking again on the Camahorn Park issue. It is extremely easy for you to go into the registry and find out. Any Grenadian can do it. Go there and you can find out if Camahorn Park has been sold or deeded or given to anybody. That information is there. You can go and find it out. And even knowing that that information is there, believing that you dotish, you stupid, and you don't have the intelligence to go and do it, he continues to just repeat this lie over and over and over and over to the Grenadian people that the place has been sold. Yeah. And then they're going to try to back it up with fake information that they're then going to come out and say it's not the NDC sent out that we just see that. That's what they're going to do. I'm telling you now, that's what they're going to do.
They always do that.
Yeah? Because they believe now that the Camahorn Park issue is an issue that could help them in the South. Because they realize after Sunday, they realize the nail in the coffin for Ray already. You know, you used to like to talk about coffin in Parliament.
Yeah.
So the nail in the coffin of him already, his political coffin, Well, next thing I'll go and say what I do say. His political coffin. So they see that, so that is why they come in and try on the Camahorn Park thing, Camahorn Park again. It come in, I'm telling you what they're doing.
A blackboard pass and drop a message and say, while the thing going on right there in Monroe, I am a partner and them they in Camahorn Park, they sit down with their hand under their chin. Lord of mercy.
I know about that one. I was busy.
All they saying, Lord of mercy. They right there in Camahorn Park.
And then Ray is part of the group that's going around calling people needy and greedy. And then when you ask them about why they're calling people needy and greedy, they're coming back and they're doubling down on it. I mean, here is Miss Claudette Joseph, the NDC candidate somewhere down in St. George's area there. And she is the candidate, and here's what she's saying.
And handouts not only relate to poor and vulnerable, but people of all walks of life. A friend of mine likes to say we have two kinds of people who tend to follow the other side, the needy and the greedy. Wow. So, and to some extent, that is correct.
Yeah. So she's saying it's correct that needy and greedy people that following the new National Party. And when Brenda gave her the opportunity to correct herself, she go and she double down on the statement. In fact, I ain't gonna play the whole thing. I'll play part of it.
Let's go.
Wait, not that one. I'm gonna play it here.
Presenting Dr. Clarice Modeste.
Speaking, even you know you do the pocket meetings. I say something different in River Road and I was say on the carnage.
Yeah, you realize she says something different on River Road than she would say in the carnage. And the reason she's doing that is because she thinks the educational level of the people at River Road is different to the educational level of the people on the carnage. So in her mind, she has to dumb down the information when she's going area A, and then she's going to speak in different language when she goes to area B. Well, I never know that people in River Road speak in Spanish and those over in on the carnage speaking French. I didn't realize that it's two different languages.
Or German.
Yeah, I didn't realize that's fucking she Deutsch. I didn't realize or habla español. But no, the reason she's saying that, because even when she goes to New York, she treats the audience there different.
Oh, yes.
Because she's changing the message, changing the information, because she believes that who on the carnage dotish, who in River Road dotish, and people in the States, they might have a better intelligence and so. So that's why she's changing her message. She speaks differently to different audiences. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello? That song has it.
Hello.
I know that. Morning, Cami.
Sheldon.
Yes, love. You're live. Go right ahead.
Morning. I want to see them again.
Yes, we hearing you. We hearing you.
I will not be no problem there.
Cami, go ahead. You're
Just
there.
talk, darling. We listen.
Hello?
Yes, we listen.
Yes, sweetheart.
Hello.
Yes. We hearing you. Go ahead.
Sheldon.
Yes, dear. We hearing you.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we might have to let Cami call back. She'll hear just now. But we were hearing you. So Cami, when you call, you could just go ahead and talk. All right, so give us a call back and you could just go ahead and talk. But the thing is, the NDC is so desperate that they make that sort of statement. I mean, so okay, she talked different. So Carnage people, when you hear, no, it's not that she telling people over in River Road there because the message just be different. All right, okay.
The message has changed.
Let's try the phone line again before we go back to hear the rest of what she has to say. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Let's try it again.
Good morning. Cammy, you might have to try to put our phone on speaker. That might help. That might help you if you put the phone on speaker. Yeah. So let's hear what else she had to say.
Strategic. But as politicians, though, we have to be careful as well because there have been some statements ascribed to you, Claudette, that you said somewhere that the NNP people are needy and greedy. Help us out.
I said that in a town hall meeting in New York. I'll tell you why I said that. Because I have assessed what happened now. You would know some people, as I do, who support the new National Party. And they will go to the hilt to defend what is, in fact, indefensible. Things that are just indefensible. They would defend, they would attempt to defend. Right? And when you assess, by and large, these people are either affiliated with the new National Party because of what they get. They benefit. Right? And that's a fact. I would not retract from what I said because that's true. Right? They benefit.
No, you see, she says she's not going to retract because it's true. But here's what. People might be born needy. All of us need. Every human. The Queen of England needs. Yeah? Everybody needs. You need something. Everybody's needy at a particular point in time. Yeah? Some people need a doctor. They're not feeling well. Some people need financial assistance. That's why we have banks and credit unions and Fast Cash and Axel Finance. Yeah? Some people need transportation, so they're needy of transportation. So they need to get on a bus on the terminal and go up St. Andrew or go up to St. Mark later or go wherever you're going. Everyone needs. So there isn't a human being that isn't needy.
This woman is so disrespectful.
Yeah?
I can't just...
Let's even put it in the context of if she's speaking about people who are needy in the poverty sense. Who does make themselves poor?
Yeah.
Who does purposely, on purpose, make themselves poor?
So that is what she's doing.
Who
looking
does
down.
decide where they're getting born? So you decide that, okay, I have a choice. I could be born into the Obama family or I could be born in a one-room shack somewhere in Afghanistan. So I choose the one-room shack in Afghanistan. No. Each person does not decide if they're going to be needy or not. And every single person that's in the NDC right now is needy. Because there's not a human being on the face of the earth that is not needy on some level. Some are more needy than others. What do? Just say they're needy and you're disgusted by them? That's the kind of people they are. They don't like people. So you're needy. You have a need. Yeah? You need assistance to improve your life or to improve your educational level. Don't go to them. So if you're in the town of St. George and you're needy, you know who to go to. It's definitely not Claudette.
You know.
Because she don't like people. So you don't go in by her. She goes come and she goes smile and she go grin. And what she was giving out Christmas, bus ride and chocolate? Was bus ride and chocolate was given out Christmas?
I know.
They tried to copy Junior George style ride along, but this ride along was free bus ride and chocolate. Yeah. So that's what they was doing, but they're calling people needy and greedy. They gain your chocolate and thing and they're still coming back and call you needy and greedy.
See, that's the type of
and smiling.
That's the
they're
type
grinning
of,
with you.
That's the type of persons like Claudette Joseph and them are. They're very disrespectful. They look down at the Grenadian people. They figure that the Grenadian people need persons like them to lead. But I mean, ma'am, you better look at yourself. Look at yourself and remember where you came from. Remember how you were needy, right, at one point in time of your life. So stop disrespecting the people of the tongue of St. George's and by extension Grenada. Right?
So the needy and the greedy, yeah?
Yeah, you should drop out of this election race right now. You should never be facing anybody in this country and tell them to vote for you.
So we needy and greedy, yeah? Who are you, Claudette Joseph? You're fast and out of place to
Out of
determine
place,
if somebody is greedy.
disrespectful.
You're disrespectful and you're fast.
School children go laugh at you.
Now, how could you determine? Okay, let's say you see someone living in Independence Avenue. Let's use an area like Independence Avenue. So let's say that this person has a nice house and the husband might be working, the wife might be working as well, and for some reason you see that they receive some form of assistance from the government of Grenada. And you're saying, oh, these people have all this and they're greedy. But what you might not know is that the husband's salary might have been cut, or that they have a mortgage that they're trying to pay off, or that they may have a child that is ill, or they may have a relative that's ill that they have to spend thousands to assist, or that they have some other financial burden that they have to sort out. And therefore, what you think is their disposable income on a monthly basis is not their disposable income. But you watch them receiving something and you say they're greedy. You're fast.
Yeah, you're out of place.
You're fast.
Real fast too.
You're out of order and you should go in front nobody door because you believe that they're needy and they're greedy.
And you're lying too much. Or you could
You're
lie
fast.
on Grenadian people and say they're needy and greedy. You go all in New York, you go, you know, in a town hall meeting and lying to the people out there and telling them that Grenadian people needy and greedy. Eh? How pathetic you are.
Needy and greedy.
Needy and greedy. What's wrong with you?
Who is you? Who determines that a person becomes needy? Yeah, who determines?
Play God with people's life.
I've seen people with some of the most expensive vehicle and they can't put gas in it. They are the most expensive vehicle. Yes, it is as a reflection of how they have managed their affairs, but sometimes you fall on hard time for a little period. Everything might have been going good before, but people just get sick. And sometimes you have to spend thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars. And you might see the person there with a nice vehicle on one day and my goodness, that person cannot take care of themselves or their family. But you see they're in a big house. But you don't realize that it's bread that they're eating morning, noon, and night. If they could afford the bread. But you're watching them, they have big house, they're dressing nice and so on. Yes, some relative overseas might be helping them. Having to go through the 6 feet of snow and work. And sending the money back down to help them. So you watch them and you find they're looking good, man. They're dressing nice and so. But they are in need. But you're looking at them and you're talking down to them. Oh, all you NNP needy and greedy.
And you know what's so pathetic too?
NNPites, don't run her, you know. When she come, tell her yes, I'm needy and greedy. What you have to say. Because she gonna come in, she coming in front of your door and smile. And she come in and tell you come and listen to her when she look a meeting and them. Well, I hear Papa, I hear certain people at a meeting in St. Paul's yesterday, not the New National Party. I hear it had about what? About 6 of them that was at the platform or some kind of thing. So, and about 10 fellas that was drinking rum that happened to be there. So, and plus they say about 2 dogs was passing by, they stoops and they go up the road.
Wait, on the greens?
But here, it had 2 dogs, the dog stoops, the dog say, I come down here thinking it go have people, I might get 2 bone from something. The dog them stoops and the dog walk up the road.
Lord of his mercy.
You know dogs already, they see a lot of people around. They'll come wrong, they'll say, well, people eating, they'll throw a little something out there, something. But stray dog don't even stay wrong. The stray dog and them walk and go up the road. But that don't take that as bait to the people in St. Paul's. Go and register still and get ready to vote. Go, get yourselves registered and get ready to vote. Right? And come out and vote election day. Good morning.
Morning, Sheldon.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Devon.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
You must understand there is a lot of educated stupid in the world. And if you go to New York, I mean, you just imagine you are campaigning by election, trying to win people over. Going to New York, what is full of Grenadians, and telling the people in New York, the Grenadians in New York, that they're greedy and needy and greedy. Who she thinks? What's she trying to do? She's trying to get herself out of the race. You see? So when these people and them do this thing, we must be glad they're doing that, because they're fighting against their own self. You understand? So don't worry about these people when you hear they're doing the thing. When you hear the journey start, when you hear The boss called the date. We go find out. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you.
But you know, but I agree, and I respect your comments, caller. But persons like her who want to run for office to represent people, you have to call them out. You have to tell people when they're lying, when they're dishonest, right? When they're looking down at people.
And
right?
that is the attitude of the executive of the NDC. They look down on people.
And you know,
so they find, okay, a certain class of people. They find that, okay, we're seeing a lot of the poorer people, a lot of the rural people are supporting the new National Party. We're seeing a lot of people from different areas are supporting the new National Party. They look down on those people and they say, oh, it's only a set of poor people. You see, like how they used to look at the Imani program and still do. They look at the Imani program, a set of dunce inside without subject. Well, them dunce and them have associate degree right now. They have a degree that is at the same level as an associate degree and even a little higher, that they can go throughout the Caribbean and work. What all they do for them? What did all they do for them? Anyway, let me go to the phone line again.
Good morning and welcome.
Hey, morning. How you doing?
Not too bad.
Good, man.
But I don't want to call sometime because, you know, I find that too regular. But this kind of stupidness that's going on, I just had to call. I mean, look at the pressure those people put in Mr. Buck under. I don't know if they want to kill him or what. People, them people say how in 7 constituencies people could vote for them as the candidate, but not for the for the leader. I mean, you don't have to say those things. Look, the lady go quite in America and calling people needy and greedy. All that falling in the face of Mr. Buck, you know. Again, the woman fine. She admired the Prime Minister because the Prime Minister could wind down low. So what she telling me, Nazim cannot wind down low? Imagine a sick man who just had a mild stroke could wind down low. You understand? All that, and it's the NDC that was spreading that because somebody NDC called me here in my house and tell me, look, they hear that the Prime Minister suffered a mild stroke, but he could wind down low. You understand? These people have a problem. Mr. Nazim had to do something about these people. Have a good day.
All right, my brother. But you know, something definitely has to be wrong. And it's like, as the caller just said, it's like they're trying to mess up the man right through. Because, I mean, remember, they brought the chap all the way from Guyana. They brought a guy that came just to say, you know.
I challenge parents and I challenge young people to come out in their numbers and vote. And I said to the parents, if they're not going to vote, put them out. If your children are not going to vote, put them out. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but that is how serious I consider the right to exercise your franchise.
Yeah, so they started with that one in St. David, and then they brought the Jamaican up to Carriacou to tell them how to vote. He tell them how to vote. Let me hear what the Jamaican had to say.
So whenever they call the election, you must be resolved in yourself to put your ex beside the house.
Oh, yeah?
Rewind.
No, I didn't think I hear the Jamaican properly.
I hear
It was not
properly.
the NDC thing this weekend. He was gone there. He was talking at.
So whenever they call the election, you must be resolved in yourself to put your ex beside the house.
The Jamaican is stupid. They
NNP,
ain't stupid at all. That's
We
a
have caller.
smart comment.
We have
Good
a caller
morning
on
and
the overseas
welcome.
line. Good morning.
Good morning. Hey.
Hello.
Wow.
Good morning.
We have nobody.
Okay, that person probably didn't realize. Yeah.
Yeah.
Caller on the overseas, we did answer the call.
Well,
but,
even
we
the
don't want to present.
Jamaicans where they are.
The Ghanaians
they
said throw them out,
understand.
and the Jamaicans say vote for the house.
Vote for the house.
Yeah, vote for the
You
house.
understand?
Okay.
Because they understand clearly that, look, Grenada is moving.
Oh,
and
they
ain't
didn't know
nobody
we had
stop-
it, did you?
Oh, they didn't know.
Okay, all right.
We had it.
Vote for the house.
Vote for the house.
Vote for the
We
house.
voting
Vote for the house this
NNP.
election.
We voting NNP, the house.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, you understand how the thing does go. You understand, right? Nice.
Watch. When they in mess, they in mess. They in tatters, they in tatters. No matter what you all do, you would get it wrong. Because if you are rotten from the top, how you want the belly and everything to sustain? How you will get a direction? How you will have leadership if you are rotten from the top?
Well, you see how they will get erection? Anyway, now that you say right. Well, let's make it short because to me,
Yep,
I hear
but-
wrong. Anyway.
but you have a lady that say,
NNP I voted for. Tell me who you voted for. NNP we voted for.
election. You must be resolved in yourself to put your ex beside the house.
Correct, my dear.
We have a caller.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good
morning.
Good morning still.
Yes, I'm just listening to your program and I can't stop laughing. Huh?
All right. Go right. That's good.
Now, what I'm saying is, this woman went in New York and said Grenadian and needy, not Grenadian, NBC people are
NNP.
I mean, could you imagine you want to represent a constituency and you're saying them kind of thing out of Grenada? Not even Grenada. You're not supposed to say them kind of thing. I mean, what she took this woman? Who? I mean, it puzzles me. Yeah. I mean, hello.
Yeah, we're listening.
They are confusing.
Yeah, I mean, it's puzzling me, this woman, and them derogatory comment. You don't say them kind of thing. You talk about the issue, what affecting the Grenadian people. You know, you don't go on. My God, I mean, what is she profession?
She's actually a lawyer.
Lawyer?
Yeah.
She does get work in Grenada. She get work in Grenada. My God, I mean, it's puzzling me. I mean, I listen to all your programs, right? I just listen to your program. I just listen to all your endorsement of the candidate. And I find it very like a carnival atmosphere. It's great, man. I like it. And you have one, this woman what has come up on the heartbeat. I think she might have a heart attack on the by-election time. So get the
we hope not.
medical around her.
We hope not, but we fix up the hospital in case anything. There's medication there to deal with that.
No, but I mean, she's the most disgusting woman I ever hear about. You know, she and the other one.
I'll agree.
The other one, Kem Jones. But I mean, that is like a comedy show anyway.
All right, my brother.
Real comedy. I mean, they know I'm talking about no policy. Only, I mean, the first time I get this woman so disrespectful when she called the prime minister, is a geriatric or some kind of thing. I say, my God, you have to play them kind of thing, you know, because she's not young, she's not no spring chicken, you know. So I mean, they must learn to control themselves, man. You know, they're not talking to just one special group. They're talking to everybody. You know, everybody wants a good opinion. You know what I mean?
All right, my brother. Well, thank you so very much.
Anyway, are you going in my place where I'm from, St. Mark?
Yes, man. Beautiful Sunset City. Beautiful Sunset City.
Yeah, I go watch it tonight. Yes. I go well. And funny. And you know me, the guy who Miss Classman running against, me and him went to same school in Samaritan, primary school.
That's good, man. So you know the man who going and get licks? You see him when he get licks in school, you go see him when he get licks in politics.
No, me and him, when I come over, when I come over to Grenada, and we just gone good. I mean, politics don't have to break a friendship.
No, never.
Oh,
never let that break friendship.
All I said is that I mean, because as far as I'm concerned, I didn't like Mitchell on the beginning, but I find he doing good for Grenada. I find he doing good, and I talk to a lot of people, even not Grenadian. They say he's doing good with people Grenada from how it was and how it is today. It's something different. You know what I mean? So. Hopefully. Anyway, guys, you have a nice evening, man, and you take care, man.
Same to you.
Boss.
Oh, we lost that.
You know, I want to put out something there for persons. I mean, and be very objective. Now, do an analysis, right? As a voter, a would-be voter, the young people, right? Compare between 2008 and 2013 February. And 2013 February, the 20th, from the 20th up to this day, the 18th or the 20th, what is the day today? Of January.
Today's 18th.
The 18th of January, right, 2018. Compare, do the comparison, and tell yourself, are we better off today than we were then?
Well, at this stage, in 2013 we was kind of wondering if Parliament going and open or if Parliament going and dissolve. We was kind of in the midst there.
And next thing to compare again to the workers of our country, the teachers. Are you better off today than you were then? The public workers, are you better off now? Look at it, analyze it, and you will definitely see the answer in front of your face. Betterment has come to Grenada, its workers, its people, between 2013 and 2018 under the leadership of the NNP. There is no doubt about that.
I just checked something. By this time in 2013, we knew the election date.
Yes, we
it would have been announced on the 13th, so it would have been announced Sunday gone.
Yes, we'd have known the election date.
So it would be full into the thing right now.
Full in swing.
Yeah, full into the thing right now. We'd have done be full into the thing. You understand? Nice.
The depot asking, where is Pipeline Glen?
Pipeline Glen? Oh, you want to see Glenn?
Oh, Glenn is doing some extracurricular activities.
Listen,
and so at this time,
if I am in the middle of the road at 3 a.m. in the morning, and Glenn is driving a vehicle going down the road, and he stop and he offer me a lift, I'm not taking it.
Why?
The reason being is that anything Glenn in does mash up. I done. 440-7377. That's the number to call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, ma'am. Are you needy and greedy?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yes, I am.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
And the thing of it, the guy from Jamaica well said it.
Of course.
Yeah, put your ex by the house.
By the house.
Well, yeah, he's not stupid.
He's not
smart.
stupid. Yes. I like when they make this kind of statement. Put it. But one thing I need to tell you all you shouting out everybody, those on the live, those whoever, wherever. All you forget the homemakers. All you forget us.
Homemakers, good morning.
All of you.
Thanks. So, all you continue, you all made me laugh so much. I beat the bed, you know. I beat the bed. I say, if the bed could have talked it, I say, stop it.
Well, the NDC bring one to say, make them children vote, put them out the house if they don't vote. And they bring the next one to say how to vote. So it's not we fault.
And where to put the X.
And know where to put the X.
Yes, of course.
How to vote, they're telling them.
And they are so true. He is so true.
But listen, Mr. Buck was saying that from $100 to $200, I thought it was $150, and then it was a $50 going in to make it $200.
You know, you're
maybe I could be calculating wrong. Maybe I am not seeing or saying it wrong.
No, he lie. Put it that way. I telling you, he lie. You're wrong at all.
Mathematician, Papa?
Yes.
Good maths.
Good. That is a mathematician that they say they have.
Yes,
they
the best. And they say it's the best.
He lie too much.
Nazamatics.
Yeah. Disgusting liar. Yeah.
So whenever anybody come to me, I'm needy and I'm greedy and I eating fig skin. But don't you know the fig have the iron in it?
Exactly. They go have a strong soul.
They don't realize that. If she continue eating dumpling.
Yeah.
You know?
But if let me tell you something, I'm the type of individual that if I hear a situation like that, the first thing I would do is make a round of calls to confirm and see how I can help. Not jump on radio and start about people eating fig skin.
But then you had asked, you had a question.
Yeah, because while we were in opposition,
who can we help?
While we were in opposition and I was doing a program in St. Patrick, there was a caller that spoke about some children that were not going to school and that were eating dry coconut and sugar.
Right.
And immediately what we did was confirm if that is so and find out ways that we can help the family. That's how people who care operate.
Exactly.
But NDC stands for Nazim don't care. So these people don't care about people. Yeah, so they're only interested right now. Burke was the Minister of Finance and so pocket was fat thing, nice, right? Could I take brother-in-law and put him in the same ministry? Thousands of dollars on a monthly basis, concession, tax breaks, all kind of thing. Right? Take other people who didn't even work on the campaign and assist in the way that real hardcore NDCites work and give them position. Jobs to the boys, left, right, and center. The same people. That is why right now you hear certain people attacking. So if it's not a U-Town president who looking back for you work in the Ministry of Youth, is the one that blabbing every morning that looking back for you work in NADMA, is the Jenny Rapier who used to receive trainees under the Youth Upliftment Program. They used to send them out to train so she used to get her money.
The one Governor General.
Tell us, Sume. The one who used to get the trainees under the youth upliftment program and used to be paid to do courses with those trainees and
handsomely too.
So understand, is our money they're looking for.
And the thing of it, they let go so many of the pensioners. Even my son that was going to school, the $100 was taken from us.
Yes.
Yes, and imagine I weren't able to work. Everything was on my husband's shoulder. Children to send to school. I was glad to get it. They took it out. They tell me to come and re-register and all kind of thing. I went up. I got somebody to go with me. Go up in the botanical garden, get all the documents and give to them. And nothing was done.
Retribution go take them.
Nothing was done. Even the house, rain falling, it wetting. I ain't saying the government had to build house for me because, I mean, everybody tried to help the family. But then I had needed help. I asked for it and I never got it. But now, I could say thank God to the Prime Minister and the Minister. And look, we got the little road fixed, eh? All the time, it was problems. I go down the hill, sometimes a skater fall down. Those who had eyesight, it was good for them. Now we get a little road, they're saying how the road is so thin they can pass on it. I had to call and tell the Honorable, thanks so much. I don't have to walk in the mud and fall down again. Because they could see whoever calling them and telling them about the little road is up to them. That's their business. I'm thankful to them for the road because I am able to walk with my son or my husband going down the hill and I'm not falling down again. So that is enough to be thankful. And if you can thank God for the small mercies, when you get a big one, what will you say?
Retribution go take them. Don't worry them.
Don't worry with them.
Oh.
They vex. Thing happening. They vex.
Well, somebody tell them if they find that Honorable did not do the right thing and he do half, then the other half going to do by
don't worry. We build the road, you're going to build the drain next.
Yeah, they have to build the drain.
The drains and them going to
be
fixed
after the drain built, then things will be okay.
Of course.
Because they know we have issues with those two big pieces of wall down to the bottom. And they don't realizing that. And this piece of thing they in courthouse.
Yep.
So I can understand these people and them. You get something, thank God you don't have to walk with two shoes again and things like that.
Exactly.
But you say that little piece of road nobody can walk. And I'm sure it's the same people coming up the road, bold and brave, coming up by me. It's a good me, Papa. Where they inside me alone and nobody don't coming by me, no? Nobody don't coming by me. They don't go watch me so. You understand?
Retribution taking them.
Anyway,
have a
you
good
enjoy
day,
the rest of your day today.
Thanks so much, you all too. You all making me laugh this morning so
that's
much.
good.
Because the man lying?
Exactly.
Right for there.
It's not it's $100 and then you go to $200. It's $150 and you put 50 again on it. And then you can't remember, you cannot recall.
He lied.
But you could recall from Dr. Mitchell, a baby till he's a big man. You could recall that though.
The guy
you could recall that. Every step Dr. Mitchell make, you could recall it, but things like that you cannot recall.
I can't recall.
Who he trying to fool?
I can't remember.
I'm sorry, I can't recall.
He can't recall and he cannot remember. And he have no knowledge of it.
Yeah,
Later, my dear.
Later.
All right. I can't recall, I can't remember, I can't recall.
Depot, they ain't blocking the traffic. You understand? They're trying to block this progress, but they won't get through.
Well, Peter Francis, say give out the number 40458. Anyway, all right, yeah. Anyway, but the number
Peter,
inside here is 440.
Leslie, good morning.
Let's try the line. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Hi, morning. Hello. Hello. Oh boy, that song's as though Cammy phone again. Yeah, Cammy, I think I might have to pass and check out that phone for you. Yeah, I feel I might have to pass and check out the phone for you. Needy and greedy. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Well, if he can't run Grenada, you know. If he don't have memory, he can't run Grenada because he don't have no memory, and we don't want no man who don't have memory come in politics to run our country. So you better stay from now. Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then they're talking about things. Let me see who's retirees in the NDC. They have Sylvester Qualis, retiree, used to be in GIS, he's retired. You
George
have
Vincent.
Ray Roberts used to be in GIS, he's retired. So 2 GIS man running this time.
Yes.
You have
George Vincent.
George Vincent, he's a retiree.
Retired, yes.
I think the one in St. Mark, whatever his name is,
he's a
retiree too. And John, she's a retiree
too.
Let me see. So who else?
Franca Bernadine, another
she's a retiree.
Yeah.
There's a lot of retirees, man.
A lot of retirees all
That's
over
the
the
retiree
place.
party?
Yeah. Well, you know, they're retiring themselves slowly from politics. That's what's going on, you know. They wouldn't give the youth a chance, right? They wouldn't chant a forward direction for the young people of Grenada. Understand? They want to have it all. They like to look down at people. Yeah, and I come back to you, Miss Claudette Joseph. You think you all that, but you're not. You see, persons like you who continue to disrespect and look down at the Grenadian people, you need not to be nowhere around public service. The people cannot trust you.
Needy and greedy. We're needy and greedy.
You go in and call people needy and greedy. You should be ashamed of yourself.
We're needy.
Pathetic.
Greedy. But we're going St. Mark later. So
yes, we're going St. Mark later.
This needy and greedy is going St. Mark later.
Yes,
definitely
this one too.
Be in St. Mark later on. Will be in St. Mark. So I'll look out for me in St. Mark later.
Yeah.
I'll go up there.
Definitely.
And I'll go link up the thing.
Look for me.
To try and pass by Anti-Route thing. I know how I reach in yet. I ain't sure yet. But I'm trying to reach because I had to go in St. Mark early too. So, but I am trying.
Something
we
go walk out.
All right, Anti-Route. Yeah. Stay strong, girl.
Peter, I want
strong.
Peter, I want my cup, please. Right.
Yeah.
Peter
Francis.
Cup, Peter.
40485.
Yeah, and I know you come down already. I want my thing. Okay.
Peter Francis, what going on in gazebo, boy? Yeah. I feel kind of hungry. Where are you in the gazebo?
Hey, short man, travelers bar. Good morning, bro.
Short man, we are short man and
short man. We passing up later. Wait, yeah, but I never go meet you. Yeah, you had a grilled fish there, or what?
Yeah, the grilled fish, boy. Yeah, I ain't too sure I pass on that side, but that might convince me to pass on that side.
To pass on that side.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, folks, we're heading close to closing time for Hard Talk today. Yeah, we gotta remember. At least remember when NDC bring in the first one from out in, let's talk about it. First one said,
I challenge parents and I challenge young people to come out in their numbers and vote. And I said to the parents, if they're not going to vote, put them out.
Imagine that.
If your children are not going to vote, put them out. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but that is how serious I consider the right to exercise your franchise.
But I feel the man only bring from Jamaica, maybe a JLP man. If it's a JLP man, is one of my brethren and them.
He more sensible.
So look at that tell me only bringing one of my JLP partner and them.
Yeah,
because, I mean, I tell all that is what happened because
So whenever they call the election, you must be resolved in yourself to put your ex beside the house.
Yeah, man. Put your ex beside the house.
Hey, Sheldon, yeah, grillfish. Sheldon, yeah, grillfish.
Yeah, grillfish.
Grillfish and curry mutton.
Short man. Short man, not
tomorrow.
Today. Yeah, man, you trying to get me excited.
Tomorrow, short man. No, short man, I vex right there. I vex.
It's tomorrow for 3 p.m. You trying to get me excited?
Man, boy, I trying to hype up the thing. Just for the short man.
I know who
short man, I needy and greedy right now. What are you doing me that for?
NNP are voting for.
NNP.
But at least Claudette was good on one thing. But she said she liked Dr. Mitchell.
She liked Dr. Mitchell.
I mean,
yeah, for different reasons.
Gentleman,
yeah.
That when Dr. Mitchell and I see, we greet each other very warmly. You know, you're not talking about the person.
Right.
As a person, I find him to be quite a warm gentleman.
Yes.
He is quite a warm person. As a person who has been in sport, in karate for, well, this year will be like 25 years or so. I'm doing karate. I really admire Dr. Mitchell and his discipline when it comes to keeping himself. I think he's a model in that regard. I mean, yeah, the man is 71 or whatever, and he could wind down to the ground. I see him winding on the ground Sunday. So he had to have some level of good physical fitness and discipline to do that. And as a person in sport, and so that's something I admire. I would like to have his level of fitness when I'm 71. And I think that's something, you know, and health and so.
Yeah.
But Sheldon, you don't hear the tone of voice. she's admiring Dr. Mitchell. Look at the low tone of voice and everything like that. Miss Claudette Joseph, you gotta be careful, you know. The tone of voice that you keep saying that he winds down to the ground and he's physically fit. I mean, his mother is listening, you know. And so,
wind down, wind down.
Listen to the tone of voice. Oh, it sounds like is there an infatuation?
But let's say this: the Honorable Dr. Clarice Modest Cohen will be endorsed this afternoon. It's going to be taking place at Heroes Square in St. Mark. This is a lady that has held the fort for the new National Party on several occasions. Undefeated. 1999, 2003, 2008, when all others outside of St. Andrew Northeast, St. George Northwest, and Carriacou and Petit Martinique, when all else went, Honorable Clarice Modest Cohen and the people of St. Mark stood strong with the new National Party. She is one of the mothers of politics here in Grenada, and she has a lot in achievements to speak about. There are those who does only talk. Clarice does work, and she is busy working for the people of St. Mark.
Yes.
And the people of Grenada, whether she's in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, or she's in the Ministry of Health, or she's in the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, wherever she is. And the reason that she could go through all of these different ministries is because she's competent and capable.
Competence.
So Dr. Mitchell does not hurt his head. He could always just say, Clarice, hold on to that ministry there for me for a while. And she is capable and competent to be able to hold on to any ministry and do so effectively. To me, she's like a mother to me as an individual. She's like a mother to me, and I will definitely be there this afternoon to support her endorsement before her re-election as the Member of Parliament for St. Mark. Dr. Clarice Modest, you know I love you. You know I love you. Yes, I'll be there. Devon, go right ahead.
You know, just before I go, we are in the program, Sheldon.
Yeah, well, we nearly did. Yeah.
We're gone. You know, I'm loving it. I'm loving it here this morning. I'm seeing so many NDC on our page. Mike man, welcome to the house.
How come all you seeing them and I ain't
welcome to the house. I know them from being into Mike man. Good morning to you and
he reached. Welcome, Papa.
He reached.
You will learn some. You will learn something sensible finally.
Learn something. You know,
you will learn something sensible finally instead of that nonsense you just be talking all over the place.
All over the place. And you know what? As I go, as I leave this here, I would just like to appeal to the people of the tongue of St. George and Northeast, and Grenada on a whole. Nazim V. Burke and Claudette Joseph, both are lawyers, but they are not fit to represent the people of the Northeast, St. George's, and the tongue of St. George's. They are not fit. They are dishonest. They lie to you, watch you in your face and lie. Right? And they look down to you. They are not persons that you want to put in office. They must not serve the people of Grenada with that sort of attitude. They need to change. They need to go to the bushery and have a bath.
Now, certain people feel, oh, come and spam my page. Technical man, bye-bye for he. Right? Yeah. But you ain't coming on my thing and come and try and change my conversation and bring your stupid lies over on my thing.
Foolish things.
Yeah, you ain't coming and bring your lies
Go
over
and talk
here.
to Ray and them and Shane and them with that foolishness.
Anyway, Sunday we heading in St. David.
St. David, big time.
Because tomorrow I believe there's a sitting of Parliament. I have to reconfirm when we ended. If there's no Parliament, we will have hard talk again. Other than that, that's it for this week. We'll be back with you, God's willing, on Monday. But remember, tonight we're heading up to St. Mark. And on Sunday we're heading to Bellevue in St. David. All right? So that's all the time we have for today. But I know who I'm voting for.
I know who I'm voting for too. Good day, Vicky.
I know who I'm voting for.
In whatever you say and do, in whatever you say and do it safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you and not about you. Love each and every one of you.
Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new National Party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.
If you think South St. George was shock and awe, well, St. David's ready to show them. This Sunday at the Bellevue Playing Field, Team NNP rolls in with the latest campaign stop. It's the official start of the incumbent run of MP Oliver Joseph as NNP brings the message of achievement and empowerment. Special addresses from Emmeline Pear, Peter David, and Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, Grenada's most successful leader in history. Move together, we jump in together now. Plus top local artists with the rhythm of the campaign. It's this Sunday from 5 p.m. at Bellevue in St. David's. Are you ready? The people say NNP, better for St. David's, better for Grenada.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choice. Between 2008 and 2013, 1,265 youth engaged with the GIAP. Between 2014 and 2017, 3,725 youth engaged with the Amani program, with a spend of over $190 million. So let's keep moving. Vote NNP. Vote competence. It's not really complicated. Elections are about choice. Between 2008 and 2013, $70 million was spent on scholarships for youth. Between 2014 and 2017, $185 million was spent on scholarships for youth. Vote NNP. Vote competence.
Building a stronger economy means all Grenadian workers benefit, those who work in the public service and those who work elsewhere. Now that the period of shared sacrifices is over, the benefits must be shared among every Grenadian. More money for house repair, more money to improve healthcare, more money for training, more money for education, and yes, more money for public servants. $55 million in various payments. We are the Grenadian family looking out for each other. And even as we fight for ourselves and our families, we always remember our neighbors. We forge ahead together.
We got to come together. Learn to love your brother. Love your brother.
Top union official pleased with progress on pension reform discussions with the government. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the National Report, I am Leslie Ann Johnson. A top official of the Grenada Trades Union Council says he's satisfied with the progress being made with government in their discussions on the subject of pension. First Vice President of the GTUC, Mr. Kenny James, says discussions over the last few weeks have been going well.
We are looking forward to a speedy settlement on the matter. We appreciate the fact that government would need to engage the actuaries and so on. But even before they do that, we feel that it's necessary for us to set the parameters under which we would want our pension to be decided. And so this is what the discussions are all about right now. And I must say, in all fairness to both parties, the discussions are going well, and we look forward, at least by the middle of this year, there should be some kind of conclusion to the matter.
A technical working group was established to provide guidance and oversight, and there is also an engagement committee which interfaces with the unions, and a cabinet subcommittee which provides the policy direction. Mrs. Beryl Isaac, a key figure in the pension reform process, says they are hoping to come up with a solution by the middle of this year. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honourable Keith Mitchell says the establishment of the single ICT space within the region is the way forward for 2018. He was delivering the keynote address at the Prime Minister's Summit in Antigua and Barbuda on Tuesday, which focused on the roadmap for information communication technology in the region, highlighting areas such as the region's roadmap for a single ICT space. Dr. Mitchell called on other regional leaders to get on board as they chart the way forward as a united force. The Grenadian leader said no country will want to be left behind in this initiative.
We literally have no choice.
As leaders, we must lead the process. Brother Gaston and Brother Banks and those who are following us. That's our responsibility. If we don't, then we would be failing our children and grandchildren. We must use our power, and the power we have is about people, not ours, to make the paradigm shift, to break from our traditional mindsets, practices, and methods of engaging our citizens. We must embrace information and communication technologies to transform and make the relationship between government and our citizens more effective and efficient. The roadmap projects that the provision of e-government services will accelerate in 2019.
The vision for single ICT space was approved by the heads of governments in Guyana about a year ago and was again approved by heads in Grenada last July. Dr. Mitchell highlighted some of the benefits of the single ICT space.
It is going to enhance the delivery, the quality, adoption, and usage of government services. I think all leaders can claim to want otherwise. It's going to provide our citizens with quality government information and allow the active participation in public policy development and feedback processes. It's also going to help us to realize organizational transformation, cost efficiencies, and seamless interaction within government. And lastly, among other things, to strengthen economic competitiveness and the ease of doing business, something which all of us would want to see.
The summit is an initiative of the Caribbean Telecommunications Union, CTU, and the Caribbean Center for Development Administration, CARICAD. The Royal Grenada Police Force is adopting a zero-tolerance approach towards the use of cell phones while driving. In 2017, some amendments were made to the Traffic Act, with one major aspect being the use of mobile phones. As of 2018, it is an offence to be driving or in charge of a motor vehicle while using a mobile device. This law applies to owners of private and public transport and tutors of driving schools, with summary convictions and confinements ranging from $1,500 or 3 months imprisonment to $5,000 or 1 year imprisonment. Corporal Jason Hagley explained that there are drivers who are exempted from the penalties of the law.
The driver of an ambulance, fire service vehicle, or police service vehicle, all right, while on duty. Any other person or class of persons prescribed by the minister, which we're talking about the Minister of Works. Okay. All right. A person holding or using a device prescribed by the minister. A person engaged in an activity prescribed by the minister and under any other condition prescribed by the minister.
He advised that by simply stopping the vehicle to engage in the use of the phone can save a life and save one a fine.
That if you pull up in a no parking area, you could also be charged, all right? And not in motion and not impeding traffic. So once you pull up on the side and you're not affecting the flow of traffic and not hindering anybody from moving, then you're okay.
Corporal Philip James stressed the importance of taking these amendments seriously. He said it forms part of the RGPF's campaign to ensure that the roads are safe for motorists and pedestrians.
You can bring it to his attention. It's not an offense using your cell phone while driving. And it's important that, your general safety is important. So it comes right back down to your safety. How much consideration or how are you able to concentrate while driving, commuting passengers and using your cell phone? So we're looking forward to due care and attention, on the road at all times.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
The safety on our roads make this a major priority. Health of our people, a crucial necessity. Accidents happen when road users are either irresponsible or inconsiderate in one way or the other. Play your part. Reduce your speed. Be attentive. It is your personal responsibility. Let 2017 be the start of no more road fatalities. Be safe, be seen, be smart. So let's wise up as a nation, get to your destination safe.
With government's commitment through GAFIN to protect the money of small citizens, customers at the GUT Credit Union can be assured that their assets are safe. That commitment from Labour and Cooperatives Minister, the Honourable Oliver Joseph. He was addressing the launch of the GUT Cooperative Credit Union's debit card at the Trade Centre Annex on Wednesday. Mr. Joseph, who on Wednesday celebrated his 35th year as a credit union member, commended all involved for giving customers the opportunity to have international access to their money.
As a government, we are very confident that the movement is in good hands, it's properly regulated, and people have the confidence. Because this growth in membership and saving come because of confidence, you know. If you don't have confidence in a credit union, then you wouldn't join. The SUSU died out because of lack of confidence people had. They start losing confidence in it, and the credit union is playing a critical role in the economy in terms of loans that they provide. First of all, savings. They're encouraging savings and providing loans, especially to small businesses. The banks are very liquid, but they do not give loans to small business people. But the credit union come forward, provide loans so it can go into small business, be independent, and grow the economy. Because with the growth in small businesses, it adds up to the GDP and to the economic growth.
Mr. Richard Duncan, Managing Director of the Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited, says the bank developed and presented an idea for collaboration to the credit unions in May 2001. That plan was to allow credit unions to access PC Star technology from the bank's platform, enabling them to deliver ATM service in an efficient manner.
At Coop Bank, we hold the view that credit unions are our friends and our competitors. They are not our rivals. Therefore, we will compete where we must and cooperate when we have to. Whenever and wherever we can work with others for our mutual benefit and the furtherance of Grenada's development, we will do so.
The introduction of the card closely follows the credit union's recent introduction of 3 ATMs earlier this month. General Manager Mrs. Ritisha Boyd says the institution, which is preparing to celebrate 35 years of existence, is committed to offering new products and services to its members.
This new debit card will allow members to maximize their time and become more efficient. It will allow more flexibility and indeed more time for work, family, and other leisure, as less time is taken up standing in line to access funds. The GUT Credit Union has seen remarkable growth over the years, and while it has expanded leaps and bounds, it prides itself on being able to still offer a very personable service, which will be reinforced with the launch of this card. Members can rest assured that we will continue to maintain our quality service and still be the GUT Credit Union that members know and love.
And that's the National Report. I am Leslie Ann Johnson.